Next speaker is PJ.
Yeah, Sacramento City police do not prevent crime. No police prevent crime. Crime has a perfectly reasonable cause, the lack of investment in communities, especially those that, due to systemic and historic racism and defunding, have a need that surpasses any other. We've given police several hundred years to end crime, but the best they can do is show up after the fact and arrest people. And their clearance rates show that they're not even good at that. And that doesn't even mean the person charged is actually even guilty. And none of that gets to the root cause of crime, one which increases for every dollar directed towards punitive measures over restorative ones. Police depend on fear of lawlessness to drive the white suburbs into a frenzy. Police depend on the threat of their union inciting that fear and the union's bribing of most of you to ensure their members get kept in place, harming communities, not preventing crime, and continuing to siphon money that could otherwise be used to lift communities up. And you buy into it out of fear, possibly ignorance of reality and science, possibly your desire to keep the existing system in place because you believe what the cops will trot out in front of you. Well, the Sacramento City Open Data Portal provides the data, and in all areas, crime rates are flat. The same with violent crime, if not actually going down. No better, no worse. They'll claim it's worse because even if that were true, the indictment of their failure never comes back to haunt them. We just keep shoveling money at them because of white suburban fear. But even though it's flat, that isn't better. That means that it is costing us more every year to maintain, and eventually their budget will take over the entire budget. What then? As crime continues to increase at that point, given a complete divestment from community, will you ever admit your failure, or will you shovel bucket loads of cash to them and continue to point at the poor or minorities? Your ignorance is gross. Your failure to hold them accountable with the same type of metrics you demand from your grant recipients is gross. And all it does is continue to harm those same communities year after year because of cowardice to do different. And it's kind of showing the activists you despise are the ones to defend you against anti-Semitism. Remember that.
Thank you for your comments. Our next speaker is Dylan